They really did it again, huh? Laine is a point per game player. Laine Hudson has 19 assists. That puts him tied for 7th place in the league for defensemen, easily in first place for rookies, and I think tied for 24th in the league out of all skaters. Like, he's killing it for assists. But can we please get him a goal? Anyway, it was a tense game tonight, so let's talk about it.
Like poop through a diarrhea-infected goose.
So I'm going to try to find a way to recap this really quick because it's 2 o'clock in the morning almost, and I'm tired. In a way, I take great pains in making these videos, but I love doing them. And I do them for you. So if you could do something for me, it would be to subscribe and like the video. If you're already subscribed, that's okay. Maybe just say hi in the comments or tell me what you thought about tonight's game. You can even tell me what your favorite, I don't know, Subway sandwich is? No, here's a better idea. What's a better sandwich shop than Subway? All right, let's get into this game. We always start things off by going over the Canadiens lineup. Not a whole lot has changed, although Struble is not in the lineup tonight. Justin Barron takes his place, and we find Caulfield, Suzuki, and Newhook still on the first line. Slav, Dach, and Laine on the second. Anderson, Dvorak, and Gallagher. Heineman, Evans, and Armia picking up the fourth line. Our defensive pairings are Hudson and Matheson. I like that. Gooley and Barron, and Xhekaj and Savard. In net, roll him when he's hot. We still got Montembeault. So what's going to happen in tonight's game? What kind of energy is going to come out of tonight's game? A lot of people are discounting the Ducks, and there's been a lot of confidence in this Canadiens team. So can they beat them tonight? The puck drops. The Canadiens have a tough time with the first shift. But after that, they find their footing, and they're working great for the first 5 minutes of the game. We see a unicorn. Dach is using his size to push into the offensive zone and draws a penalty. On the power play, we're seeing them work the puck around. And just 2 minutes and 36 seconds into the game, this happens.
Agrees to the point. Great hustle by Hudson, Suzuki. Laine, he scores!
Beautiful goal. Suzuki with the no-look pass. Laine makes it look effortless, but Dostal almost saved that. And guess what? Hudson gets the assist on this one. He now has 7 points in 7 games, right? Yep, that's right. Not long after that, Anderson is now using his size and speed to break into the zone with Galley. They're not successful, but I'm seeing good things here. Caulfield is trying to make moves, and he draws a penalty. The second power play, not as nice as the first power play. But the silver lining here is Dach. He drives the play, he breaks into the offensive zone, gets the Canadiens set up on the power play, and achieves the only opportunity during that power play. Here's where the ice kind of tilts in the Ducks' favor. The Ducks are starting to look pretty strong. The Canadiens are looking sluggish. I'm not sure what's going on. I'm like pulling my hair out. Like, how were they looking so good and suddenly they're not looking so good? Did they gas themselves? Then 10 minutes and 49 seconds, this happens.
The point leader. Great pass. Great save. They score, though, on the rebound.
Montembeault makes a brilliant save, but I'm blaming Gooley for this one. He should have tied up Terry. You got to tie up Terry. But if you were to look online, everyone is blaming Dach because, of course, he lost the puck in the offensive zone. So obviously this is all of Dach's fault, right? Poor guy can't catch a break. He's actually doing things this game, and he's still getting grief. So it's now 1-1, tied after 1. We go to the second period. Canadiens are still looking messy. I mean, look at the guys just standing around looking in front of the net.
Yeah, well.
Would you look at that?
Yeah, there's a few more blemishes on
that. Guy gets called for a holding call, really unnecessary penalty, and Anaheim strikes again.
Killorn now across, they score! Troy Terry.
It's Troy Terry again. He's on hat trick watch now. But before the Ducks even have time to celebrate, he does get rewarded. He finally gets rewarded, and it was a gift, but it's still happening because he is making an effort.
Ducks went to work. Troy Terry. They score! The Canadiens respond.
Slav connects with Dach after Dostal makes a big mistake, leaving the puck behind the net. But good for them. They were forechecking. This is what you need to be doing. You'll catch them making mistakes. Really happy for Dach. He got the monkey off his back. I hope that this just breaks everything wide open for them. I want to shout out David Savard. He is blocking shots, making good defensive plays. To me, he was the standout defenseman of the game. It would be Gooley, but he made that mistake that led to the first goal. Matheson was also very defensively sound. Next, I want to show you something here. Slav is slowing his game down a little bit. Did anybody else notice this? He's seeing with his eyes open, I feel, for the first time. He enters the zone. He allows the play to set up. He gets it to Laine. This is good stuff from Slav. I think that he's learning something. He's looking a lot different this game. Still in the second period, Anderson gets another opportunity. It's a 2-on-1. Great job finding the best opportunity he had, which was taking the shot. But Dostal was really sharp, and he continues to be sharp this game because next, Dvorak is absolutely robbed by Dostal. And this one makes you feel like maybe it is time to start doing those breakaway drills. Anderson keeps coming in the second period. He throws a player out of his way, sets up a play. But again, Dostal's like, nah, we go to the other end of the ice. Guhle is getting frustrated with all the riffraff in front of the net. So he starts getting into a shove fight with Strome, and they take off the gloves. Strome gets one in initially, but Guhle is patient. He lands a big right, takes Strome down, and gets another one while he's on the ground. Good tilt. Great tilt by Guhle here. Then near the end of the second period, guess what? Slav is still making good offensive plays. He sets up Laine in front of the net. So Slav and Dach, we're seeing stuff. We're seeing stuff. That's going to do it for the second period. We move into the third period, tied at 2. Dostal again robs Suzuki and Matheson. Hudson gets a good look, but Dostal is still saying no. Then the positivity stops for Dach because he makes a bad pass and then takes a hooking penalty. I was disappointed seeing this. I was yelling at my TV. Then on that penalty kill, they're getting near the end of the penalty, and Matheson throws it at the boards. It hits the glass, but then goes out at the bench. It must have hit one of the players. Still not sure what happened here. It looks like the officials are going to call delay of the game, but you got Matheson pointing to where the puck hit the glass, so they don't call him. Then we got Troy Terry having a great game, but he kind of puts a blemish on it. He's upset that there wasn't a slash call when he lost his stick, but check this out. I mean, does he have like a pre-existing condition that doesn't allow him to hold on to sticks? This guy must get his wife to open his pickle jars. This next bit, I think I might be overreacting. Slav sets up a play, drives into the zone. Dostal knocks the net off the moorings here, which causes Montreal to lose possession of the puck. They were really getting set up in zone. I felt like this could have been a delay of game. The announcers are making the argument that he had to get over to this other side of his net quickly, but I don't think that's fair. If you watch it, he doesn't get over to the other side of the net all that quick. I don't know. This one kind of got me cheesed because afterwards they take the face off. Trouba gets his stick in Slav's legs. No tripping call, and the announcers make a big show about how Slav went down easy and Trouba must be the strongest man on earth. Well, he tripped him up. So I felt like one after another, consecutive areas where the refs could have called penalties, and they didn't. We're now in like the last 20 seconds of regulation time. Ducks are putting on pressure, but the Habs hold out. This is a pretty evenly matched game. We go into OT tied at 2, and this was a very conservative overtime. There was a couple of opportunities. Terry got a really good chance. In fact, he had 2 really good chances. One rang off the crossbar so hard, I think it went to the nosebleeds. Also thought this was strange, and I might be overreacting to this as well. But Evans got in deep in the O-zone, but he falls into McTavish. Then McTavish takes Evans' stick and throws it away. Are you allowed taking your opponent's stick and throwing it? Anyway, overtime doesn't solve anything. We're going to the shootout. So what's going to happen? Do the Habs have the better shootout options? Recent breakaways tell you that maybe not, but Laine sets the pace.
Shootout in his career. Laine, shooter number 1. In on Dostal. He scores!
McTavish is now up for the Ducks.
Montembeault will go wide with patience. Look for a spot and miss.
Caulfield could make it really difficult for the Ducks to come back.
To lead Montreal in the 2-hole. The stutter step on the goal. A beauty by Cole Caulfield.
Can Terry keep his team alive after getting those 2 goals?
He has dominated the game, and he misses that one. Montembeault gets a piece of it. The Canadiens win.
Terry isn't able to do it. The Habs win. What a tense game that stayed very close the whole way through. There were a lot of momentum swings in this game. I felt like the Habs looked really good, but the Ducks came to play. And yeah, it's just a good feeling win because you saw Slav activating. You saw Dach activating. There's moments of brilliance from Laine, from Laine. Their power play worked. Montembeault performed well. Only a few things. I wish they had gotten more shots. I think they only got 21 shots on goal. Xhekaj didn't have a great game. Gooley didn't have a great game. It's a big win, though, for the Habs. They're still in last place, but they're 1 point behind Buffalo, 1 point behind Detroit, and 1 point behind Ottawa. Dang, it's always those three teams, huh? So if the Habs won their next game and those three teams lost their next game, suddenly the Habs are in 5th place. Is that in the mix? Just pretend I didn't even say that. I don't want to hear in the mix ever again. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for your support. We've reached 6,000 subscribers. Thank you all. I've already said to the community how much this means to me. You guys have been great. Like, I can't thank you enough. Thank you, David. Thank you, Audio No Visual, Sabu, Josh K, Tom, Jake, Drios, Geo, Prong, Sebastian, Maz. I'm missing a bunch of you. I thought I'd just shout out some people that I recalled off the top of my head. It means so much to me, guys. It really does. This is so fun for me. And I've been sharing with my friends and family. My son loves to hear about it. I think I've been having so much success, and I can't thank you enough. So if you want to be part of this community, please subscribe. I'd love to have you as a Whiskey Fiend. Like the video, helps me out with search results, so please hit that like button. And as always, I'll see you down below in the comments.